Hey everyone, and welcome. If you've ever stared at that upload button and felt a little bit nervous about importing a contact list, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to take all the mystery out of it. We'll make sure your next contact import into REI Reply is totally smooth, super simple, and 100% error-free. All right, let's get into it.
I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? No more dealing with those frustrating failed uploads, no more trying to figure out confusing error messages, and definitely no more wasting your precious time. We're going to get this done right on the very first try.
Okay, first things first. Let's talk file format. Your contact list might be sitting in a beautiful Excel spreadsheet or a super organized Google Sheet, but here's the deal. REI Reply only speaks one language when it comes to imports, and that language is CSV. So, before you do anything else, you have got to save your file as a .csv. It's the essential first step.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with prepping your file, then we'll look at how to dodge those common mistakes, walk you through the 5 simple import steps, touch on adding opportunities, and then finally, how to check your work. This is your blueprint for a perfect import.
And that brings us right into section 1, getting your file ready. And I'm telling you, probably 90% of a successful import happens right here, before you even open up REI Reply. So think of this as your pre-flight checklist.
Let's just run through these 4 ground rules real quick. First, you've got to be an admin to do an import. Second, like we just said, the file has to be a CSV. Third, try to keep the file size under 30 megabytes. And last, your file can only have one sheet or tab. Why? Because the system is built to only read that very first tab. Anything on other sheets just gets ignored.
Now, you might see that 30 megabyte limit and think, oh no, my list is huge. Don't worry. The solution is incredibly easy. All you have to do is split that big file into a couple of smaller CSVs, and then just upload them one after the other. Simple as that.
Okay, listen up, because this one is probably the most important rule of them all. Your very first row, row number 1, it can't be blank and it can't be your first contact. It absolutely must be your header row, with titles like name, email, phone. This is the map that tells REI Reply exactly where to put all of your data.
All right, moving on to section 2. Now that our file is structured the right way, let's talk about the little mistakes that can still cause problems. Think of this section as your guide to dodging all the potholes on the road to a perfect upload.
You know what's great about this is just how simple these fixes are. Are your headers mismatched? No problem. Just make sure they line up with the fields in REI Reply. Got blank spots? Well, just make sure every single contact has either a name, email, or phone number. See weird characters and phone numbers? Get rid of them. It should be numbers only. And duplicates? Just do a quick cleanup before you upload. It'll save you a huge headache later.
Let's really focus on this for a second, because this is the golden rule. Without a name, an email, or a phone number, the system has no way to identify the contact. It can't create the record. A row without at least one of these 3 things is basically just a ghost in the machine. Okay, our file is prepped, it's clean, and we are ready for the main event. Welcome to section 3, the 5-step import. You've already done all the hard work, so trust me, this part is going to be a breeze.
The whole journey inside REI Reply boils down to these 5 steps. You're going to go to your contacts and hit import. Choose what you're importing, upload that perfect CSV file we prepared, match up your columns to the system's fields, and then just give it a final look before you click go.
So a really important choice you'll make is whether you're adding new contacts or updating existing ones. If you choose to update, REI Reply has this really smart deduplication system. It first looks for a contact ID to match. If it can't find that, it looks for a matching email. And if that doesn't work, it looks for a matching phone number. It's a smart little hierarchy that keeps your data really clean.
And right before you hit that final button, don't miss these awesome power-ups. Seriously, this is where you can get organized right from the get-go. You can automatically create a smart list with your new contacts, drop them all directly into a workflow, or add tags so you can segment them later. It's so efficient. And now for a little bonus round. What if your list has more than just contacts? What if it has active deals you want to get into your pipeline? Well, let's jump to section 4 and see how you can import both contacts and opportunities all at once.
You're not going to believe how simple this is. The process is almost exactly the same. The only tiny difference is that back in step 2, you're just going to check both boxes, one for contacts and one for opportunities. That is literally it. The rest of the process is identical.
Of course, for this to work, your CSV file needs to have that deal info.
So just make sure you have columns for things like the opportunity name, which pipeline it's in, its current stage, and its status. That's the data REI Reply needs to create the deal and put it in the right spot for you.
So we've clicked the import button. The system is doing its thing. But how do we know when it's done? Or what if something went wrong? Section 5 is all about closing that loop, confirming everything worked, and knowing exactly how to troubleshoot if it didn't.
Your go-to spot for all this info is the Bulk Actions page. Think of it as mission control for any big import or update you do in REI Reply. You can see your entire history and the live status of any upload right there.
Once you find your import on that page, just click Show Stats. It'll give you a quick summary of everything that went right, and if there were any issues, you can just click over to the Error tab and download an error log. And this log is amazing. It tells you exactly which rows had a problem and why, so you can fix just those few and re-upload them. And there you have it. You followed the framework and you did it. No more guessing, no more errors. Your contacts are in the system, they're clean, and they are ready for whatever you've got planned. Great job!
So that leaves us with just one last really exciting question. Your list is loaded and ready to go. What's your next move? Are you going to launch a new workflow, send out a bulk campaign, or maybe tag and segment them for a special offer? The possibilities are wide open.